Hi friends! In this video, we are going to take a closer look at a work of art together. But before we do, let's take a moment to just slow down and breathe. You might just close your eyes, or you might try inhaling and exhaling in time to the image that you see moving on your screen. And now let's start looking at this piece by taking one initial scan very slowly from the top to bottom. Imagine you are going to describe this artwork to a friend who has never seen it before. What elements or details of this artwork feel like the important things to share with someone else? Something that stood out to me is how so many elements in this drawing are morphing or changing into something else. And maybe you noticed that too. Here we see these two birds perched back to back, and then suddenly their bodies become one, and then instead of a tail, we find a human leg with a foot on it. And then that foot seems to be stepping into a puddle. Maybe you don't see a puddle. Maybe you see a galaxy, or maybe you see the pattern of rings that you see when you cut a tree limb. Let's take one more look from top to bottom. And this time, think about what stands out to you. Do you see any other morphing elements to this drawing? Or maybe things that surprise you? It is very often the case that a work of art like this drawing would be created by one artist alone. So you might be surprised to know that this piece was actually drawn by 3 artists, a group known as Zot's Collective. These artists, Naum Flores, Eric Gerizano, and Ileana Martinez, have been drawing together for over 15 years. They take turns passing the drawings back and forth, working on them in turn until they all agree that the drawing is complete. In place of signatures, the artists have used this stamp. I wonder if, as you are looking at this piece, if you can imagine where in the drawing one artist stopped and another artist picked up the drawing and continued. The artists in Zot's collective are interested in what happens during their art making process when there isn't a plan. So they draw from a place of spontaneity and improvisation. They don't talk while they work, they're just drawing. The same approach has been taken by the artist who created the music that we are listening to as a soundtrack to this virtual tour. What you're hearing is the musician playing a sort of response or accompaniment to the sounds that are outside their open window. Take a moment now to notice what sounds you hear. Lastly, I would like to share with you the title of this drawing. But first, I wonder what title you would give this drawing. Take a moment and write down what title you would give this piece. Here's the title. And why do you think the artist gave this piece the title, Mirror of Contradictions?